Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到 Chinese Pod， 我是 Joy，
And I'm Joe.
今天我们要聊中文谚语。
So we're talking about proverbs today, which are actually very interesting. But I have to admit, I don't know a lot of proverbs. But you come across proverbs like everywhere. When you read newspapers, when you talk to people. And most of them are quite interesting because they have like a story to them, or they come from some legends or fables. And yeah, they are quite interesting.
没错，而且中文谚语很有用，常常你在聊天的时候可能会听到。我们今天的谚语是关于人生态度，或是成功，或是成长。
So today we're talking about proverbs that are related to like your life attitude or your attitude to learning or success.
好，我们第一个谚语是活到老，学到老。
活到老，学到老。So as long as you live long, live old, live until old, you are studying until you're old. Or you're learning until you're old.
对，所以活到老，不管你几岁，你可能60岁、90岁，你都在学习新的东西。
So it speaks about like that you always are still able to learn as long as you live, basically. So no matter how old you are, you always have the capability of learning.
对，没错。那我们可以用这个活到老学到老的句子。你觉得我们活到老还要做什么？
活到老还要做什么？ What can we do when we live long? 活到老，
我最喜欢的
吃到老，吃到老，
活到老，吃到老，我觉得可以。还有呢？你喜欢什么？
睡到老，
活到老，睡到老。所以我们可以用这个词，我们可以换掉，换成另外一个词。
So we can use this kind of structure to somehow change the verbs inside, so to make like a little bit more funny or to crack a joke, actually, yeah.
所以我们在这个句子里面，活它是一个动词，学也是一个动词，然后老啊，活到老，学到老，这些是形容词。
Okay, so we have like the structure here is we have a verb in the beginning of each like small set, like 活 and 学 and an adjective 老。Yeah.
对，
活到老。
所以你换的时候呢，你就可以换另外一个动词。我有一个故事。
Okay.
最近我去法国，我到了一个商店，进门之后呢，没有跟店员说话，结果我离开时，他非常的生气。
Understandable.
我想了很久，你为什么要这么生气？我什么都没做啊。
She has a reason for that, because it's actually the same in Germany. If you go to a store, especially small stores, you should always say like hello and goodbye. So in France, it should have been bonjour and
Merci, thank you.
salut.
对哦 salute 对结果我想说，我想了这么久，我活到这么大，我都不知道这件事没有礼貌。所以活到老，学到老。好，第二个谚语跟种东西有关。种东西就是我用我的土，然后我把一些籽放进去，浇水，等它发芽，我就要种菜。
So our second proverb is related to like harvesting or planting some things. So we have the verb here 种 which means to plant something.
好，这个谚语是种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。
Okay, so if you plant 瓜 is
melon.
melons. So if you plant melons, you will get melons. 种瓜得瓜。
种瓜得瓜。
And if you plant beans, you'll get beans.
种豆得豆，所以这是什么意思呢？
So in English, we have that saying, you reap what you sow. So it actually means, and it's the same meaning here, what you put in is what you get. So you get what you put in. Yeah, same thing. So that means when you put or plant in melons, you'll get melons.
Also lemons.
Lemons, you could say that as well, yeah.
好，所以呢，如果我今天要考试的时候，我读书我非常的用功，可能我的成绩会很好。
Yeah, of course. If you study very ambitiously, very 认真, then of course you get a good grade in your exam. But if you do the other way around, you don't put in a lot, then of course you don't get a lot.
对，那如果是我们是朋友的话，我对你很好， 你可能你也会对我很好，但我对你很差，我就不能期待你会对我很好咯。
Okay, yeah, like kind of, if you treat me like that, of course I treat you like that as well. So you get what you put in.
所以是公平的。就你上次跟我说你朋友的故事，
对啊，我有一个朋友，他常常已读不回。
已读不回，那你看了他的讯息，你会回吗？
其实我偶尔不回。
那种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。好，第3个谚语是不经一事，不长一智。
不经一事. So if you don't experience a thing, 不长一智, you don't grow smarter.
对，智是智慧，所以智慧是 wisdom。那如果我不经的话，可以用经历。
经历 experience as well, or 经过.
对，经过你发生了一些事，所以这些事情可能是不是那么好的事。
So these experiences that are mentioned here, they can be bad experiences,
或
but
是很困难。
or like troublesome ones. Can it be good experiences as well?
通常很好的话，我们可能没有学习，
So from good experience, we don't normally learn things.
就
So
忘了。所以不经一事是一些很难的事，你过了，你就记得了，你就长智慧。
Okay, so when you handle a bad situation or something, afterwards you learn something from that process.
那我们智还可以用在什么字上呢？你用过智慧型手机吗？
Of course, like everybody has used smartphones.
我每天都需要。
Yes, we all need them.
再给你一个
Okay.
智商，
智商 is like IQ, right? My IQ.
对，所以很高的智商。所以智我们可以用来形容智慧、智慧型手机或是智商，都跟你想的事情有关。
I do have a situation where this proverb fits quite nicely, actually.
我投资过一家饮料店，
结果呢？
结果倒了，
人呢？
跑了，
钱呢？
没了。
真是的，没关系，活到老学到老。不是，是不经一事，不长一智，不要随便投资，要想一下。
Yes. So we talked about 3 different proverbs today. The first one was basically that no matter how old you are, there's always a possibility for learning.
活到老，学到老。
The second one was you reap what you sow.
种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。
And the last one could be translated to there's no wisdom without obstacles.
不经一事，不长一智，或是我们也可以说经一事，长一智。
Okay, so we could put that in an affirmative version as well, where we could say obstacles mean wisdom.
希望大家喜欢我们今天的生活谚语。如果你们有任何问题的话，请在下面留言。我是 Joy，
我是Joe，
下次见，
拜拜。
Chinese pot, Chinese pot.